Welcome to another episode of Tales of Tales with Manisha. Today, we have Pradnya with us, who is a crossover educator, a therapy dog handler, and comes with a professional experience of 7 years in training. Hi, Pradnya.
Hi.
So, for you, training was not a professional choice to begin with.
Correct.
So, कैसे शुरू हुई ये journey with dogs?
Sure. So just for stability, I did do a desk job, and I'm saying desk job not disrespectfully, just because it was not meant for me. I tried many other ways to do it, or maybe 10 years I was doing something and I felt like my heart was not in it. But my own dogs, previously I had Kiss and Rory. They were mother-daughters. So unke understanding ke liye, especially Rory, because she used to have a lot of behavioral issues and उसको कुछ मदद की जरूरत थी, and I figured that what I already knew नहीं enough
Was not working.
was not working, and I wanted to know what else I can do to help her. So I actually reached out to my mentor to ask for help. So I was her client first, and then I got information on क्या करते हैं. And then obviously I was doing this for my dog, and I realized, yeah, this is logical sense. It's good. Basic है, बिना डराए हो रहा है dogs को, अच्छा लग रहा है, all of those things. And then I thought, why don't I just do this? What she has is a trainer, professional trainer course. So I said, can I just do that for my knowledge for my dog, so that I'm improved on where I can help her or where to start, because obviously she was struggling with like 10 problems at a time. बहुत ज़्यादा था. Then I did it, and I think this was a 2-week practical part of the course. By the end of the practicals, I was like, कुछ नहीं तो I'm quitting. I'm putting my papers in on Monday, and then आगे देखेंगे क्या करना है. But I would like to pursue this as a possibility of a career at least. So it just started from that thought that before that, in all honesty, I never enjoyed my work. Something we were just initially discussing. Also, just to say that कहीं से तो पैसा आना है, so मैं कर रही थी. But I just felt like not a single day I enjoyed what I was doing. मेरा growth नहीं हो रहा था, खुशी नहीं मिल रही थी. I was just doing it as a tick mark. And just as a bilkul, it was that, and it shouldn't be like that, right? I don't think it should be, and I didn't know there was an option, honestly. So then I came back to this, and I thought, okay, let's try it.
So how has dog training evolved? Because पहले, at least when I got my dog 10 साल पहले, तो मुझे इतना नहीं पता था डॉग ट्रेनर्स होते हैं प्रोफेशनल, एंड दे कैन ट्रेन डॉग्स, एंड डॉग्स डू नीड ट्रेनिंग. लेकिन अब तो बहुत सारे ट्रेनर्स हो गए. So I think a lot of people are getting into training.
Yes.
So as pet parents have also become more aware कि चाहिए training चाहिए dogs को, and I should get a trainer. So how do you see that transition over the years?
It's a huge transition. Like I said, I've seen my dad in the beginning struggle with telling pet parents be in the session. This was like 40 years से ज़्यादा ago.
Okay.
So he used to tell them. He would do a lot of the training, and then he'd say, मुझे आपको बताना है क्या करना है. So they would say, क्यों, आपने तो train कर दिया. So it was just like, आपने कर दिया, ठीक है. तो he would be like, नहीं, knowledge transfer कैसे होगा? So that era where someone would say, come train my dog and go, which was like a privilege to say, कि ज़रूरत है क्या training, कि देखेंगे ज़रूरत है क्या. Now it's come to, I feel it's an education for a dog, and luckily today, even since I started, but more so now, everyone is calling trainers कि मैं कौन सा dog लूँ, fit कर सकती हूँ अपनी दुनिया में. What is the fit for my dog? All of those things have now come up, and I appreciate it, because that way you get a better idea of what you'd like to do with your dog as well.
And I think it's good for the dog also, and for the family also.
बिल्कुल.
कि कैसे manage करना है, क्या नहीं करना है, and breed specific क्या differences हैं.
बिल्कुल.
कुछ करना. Okay. Breed specific क्या differences हैं.
Yeah.
So your dad was a trainer many years back. So what kind of a trainer was he? What kind of methods did he use? And what is the difference in जिस तरह से आप training करते हो?
So I was saying that my dad and me, I think the common factor would have been the communication. To say that you have to communicate to dogs, and you have to understand what they're saying, and then teach them back. That would be the common factor, I guess. And years ago, he was also self-learned. He learned from books, and तभी तो videos and YouTube बहुत कम था, so it was mostly books. तो वो सब किया. But the large difference, I feel, not to blame that style of training, but what happens is we didn't know more humane methods, I would say. तो हम क्या करते थे, we would lead the training via intimidation.
Hmm.
A lot of the training would be intimidating the dog into saying you have to do this.
Hmm.
And that brought what we call shutdown of the dog.
हाँ.
यानी कि मुझे करना ही पड़ेगा तो मैं
नहीं
करूंगी,
तो पनिशमेंट मिलेगी.
नहीं तो पनिशमेंट मिलेगा. तो ये क्या हो गया? Then you're just blocking the thoughts versus encouraging learning.
हाँ.
But yeah, so learning this method has taught me कि ये shutdown जो होता है, एक तो the dog doesn't know what to do after it's been, you basically keep saying no, don't do
हाँ.
that, no, don't do that.
Hmm.
इतना वो लोग कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं, जैसे कि ठीक है नो तो फाइन, आगे क्या करना है, बट
हाँ.
करना क्या है, व्हाट इज द यस फॉर. सो इफ वी फॉरगेट टू टीच दैट,
हाँ.
it just becomes that they become very frustrated or
Hmm.
very subdued.
Hmm.
And then for whatever reason, if those feelings are just pent up for very long,
Hmm.
you'll see actual anger
Ah.
outburst on one day, and those are not good situations. Those are the ones
But the dog may bite you.
very badly. Not just bite you, the first bite may be very, very harming.
Hmm.
And that's when you say that how much the dog was keeping in and it suddenly blows out.
Hmm.
So we've turned finally towards a way of educating where we say that we don't want the dog to think that it's under pressure.
हाँ.
The emotional state of the dog is what we work on today.
So this is called crossover training.
You call my situation, let's call it crossover, which is basically I had been taught old methods long
Okay.
back in my childhood where we understood that intimidation is supposed to be part of training, which was not the way to be done.
Hmm.
Then you basically you change from one method to the other. Now I've crossed over to a method where we use reward based training.
Okay.
We use discipline, but we use discipline by making the dogs understand versus intimidation.
Okay.
Big difference.
हाँ. Yes. So dogs. So I'm sure there are dogs who have gone through the previous method of training.
Very much.
And now they're transitioning to this method. It could be the same dog also. So how do dogs react, or how much time does it take for them? कि पहले तो मुझे कुछ और सिखाया, अभी कुछ और सिखा रहे हैं. So dog को क्या confusion होती है फिर, और कैसे handle करते हो उसको?
Very good question. Actually, that's something as trainers today, as experienced trainers, we are supposed to ask, has your dog had training before? अगर training हुई है तो कैसे type की training हुई है? And sometimes you can't be very explicit because maybe the pet parent will be embarrassed to tell us. तो थोड़ा सा ऐसे वैसे करके थोड़ा find out करना होता है. And let's assume that now you find out कि ऐसा हुआ है. Then you have to work backwards from there and say कि how do I make the dog forget that this is the way of life? Fully wipe off all associations with that situation, that training. Give them time to de-stress. Give them methods to de-stress, and then fix the bond with the human beings completely differently. Okay. तो अगर आप बोल रहे कि sit डरा के सिखाया होगा, I will not use the word sit anymore. Okay. I might use बैठो. Okay. For example, a completely different association. अगर ऐसे किया था, I will do this instead. कोई भी चीज ओवरलैप नहीं होने देते, because if it brings back the old memories, I am not doing my job right. So I have to completely wipe off the negative and then bring back ki, oh, if you don't do it right, it's okay, we'll just try again. Okay. If you're not getting it, we'll give it a break, we'll try again. If you're getting frustrated, maybe I'm not teaching you correctly. We have to also reflect and see what I'm doing. Maybe not right for this dog or whatever. And I keep going back and forth from there.
And I'm sure every dog reacts differently to training.
Very much, very much true.
Different breeds react differently. Small dog, big dog. So, like I'll give you a situation. You tell me how will you handle that.
बिल्कुल.
जैसे मेरा dog Whiskey, he is 10 years old. ठीक है. उसको हमने कभी कोई ट्रेनिंग नहीं दी, because we never knew कि ऐसा ट्रेनिंग चाहिए, जरूरत है. Basic commands हमने उसको सिखाए हुए, like washroom outside, sit, stay, sleep, outside the kitchen. Basics, हाँ, कि kitchen में नहीं आना, ये सब चीजें, खाने के टाइम पे खाना and all of that. But one thing which I've noticed in him, sometimes some people come at home who are scared of dogs. So that time we put Whiskey in a room. Yeah. And now he knows. So whenever we take a treat and we stand outside the room and somebody is outside the door, he'll get himself fixed outside in one place.
Become a tree.
I know you will put me inside the room. So and then obviously we have to spend a lot of time to get him inside. He comes eventually, but I know that he doesn't like that situation. And उसको पता है कि मुझे बंद कर दोगे अंदर. तो अभी उसको अगर मुझे पॉजिटिवली ये सिखाना है तो कैसे करेंगे?
Yeah, I'm very excited to help you with this because it is something we struggle with today, which is to say that if my dog is not liked by people, which is also a fair thing. I'm
that's
not
okay.
non-human. It's totally fine for humans to not like dogs or not be
Hmm.
comfortable with dogs or anything. What I would do is I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you train him to go in the room without guests coming?
No.
That's why he's not going. He has understood that only when guests come, I go into that room.
Yeah.
If I train my dog in a specific situation, कि उस time पे ये करना है, it's not that you're training it as a negative, but he's realized that it is a negative. Because he's saying you're taking me away from people. That in itself is a negative, for example. तो उसको सिखाना पड़ेगा कि as a habit go into the room
when somebody comes.
Yeah. No. Otherwise also.
अच्छा, okay.
जब आप लोग अकेले हो बाहर, when no guests are there, you still put him in the room. You still put him in the room, keep him there for a little bit of time, ring the doorbell, pretend like there are people, say hi, do this, do that. Then eventually he's like, acha, ye situation hai. Then I would actually take it a step ahead and simulate with people I know first, who are patient with this setting and patient with my dog. What I will say is, can you come and just chill outside while I train my dog? You just say, chalo, hum log chai peete. And then you get Whiskey to go in for like 15 minutes to begin with. And then you bring him out and you keep increasing the time.
Okay.
Then you integrate it to real life learning.
Okay.
So everything for us, we think end goal kya hai. But I need to know that there are baby steps to that. If I don't do the baby steps, my dog will basically say, why? Why you want me to go? Because normally to I'm in this room. Suddenly you're punishing me. So he's also not wrong. He's sort of saying कि आप लोग suddenly मेरे से करा रहे हो तो I don't appreciate it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you have grown up with dogs and you got Kiss when your father passed away.
Yeah.
So how was she? And I've also heard that she was labeled untrainable. So how did that transition happen? How did you manage her? Tell me this.
That has been an eye-opening experience, and if I even tell you the kind of dog that Kiss was, I wish you would been able to meet her. But she was exactly why I said I changed my methods probably. So very sweet, same breed as Ruhi. She was a Weimaraner, and she was an exception to the breed. मतलब उसकी calm energy कुछ अलग ही थी. This one you can see ना, she's all over the place and jumping and whatever. That one had a calming energy around her. And I think as a puppy, of course, she was jumpy and this and that. And I went to meet her as a dog, but I never saw that special side, maybe because I didn't spend enough time with her. 4 years, she grew up a certain way. What that certain way was, I think my dad used to just give up on her because, not to blame him again, but he used to say, you don't listen to me when I scold you. She was extremely sensitive. मतलब उसको bathroom भी जाने बोले, she was bathroom trained, but if you point there, she would go. But if you point there and scold her, say you have to go, she would run the other way. Extremely sensitive breed, so extremely sensitive dog as well. So then he said, how do I train you? Because I can't use anger. I can't use some amount of force, whatever that is. So every time he tried to tell her, you have to, she would take 2 steps back. And then he was like, you are not trainable. And because I respected my father, of course I did. And whatever he did was something I looked up to. So then I took his word for it. I was like, yeah, you say she's untrainable, she's untrainable. And I saw a very cute little sweet dog. In my opinion, she was like very, very adorable. But then what do I know about dogs? So I would just go with that thought. Man, bola, theek hai. But then when I started taking her to my social environments where people said, why is she such a good dog? Why is she so calm? And I was like, really? And then they said she listens to everything you say. And then it just was opposite of what I would have heard. I would go with it. I said, oh, maybe she is and all that. Then when I took her, जब मैं अपना trainer course कर रही थी, I took her along to practice things. And then my mentor told me, so I asked her, I said, do you think my dog is untrainable? She was shocked. She said, untrainable? This dog? So I said, yeah. So then I just gave her a little bit of history and she said, today I want you to try something new with her. So हमने एक random सा कुछ गाजर लिया and she said, let's make her sniff this. So then we just set it off. First time I'm teaching her a task. For me, first time ever teaching a task to a dog. And then I hid it. We did it process-wise and everything. But she had to search for it in another room when she didn't even see it. She excelled at it. So then I said, ye kya hai? She's such a good dog. So then she said maybe we have to just tone ourselves down when we're
Hmm.
teaching her,
Hmm.
and she'll listen to everything.
Okay.
And corrections, as we, sometimes you say no to dogs. That's what you
Most
call a
of the
verb.
times we say no to
Yeah.
dogs for everything.
Yeah. And then we just imagine all day long, if you're told, no, don't do that, no, don't do that, no, don't do that.
Hmm.
Finally, you're just like, karu kya fir?
Hmm.
So we call that learned helplessness.
Hmm.
It's actually a
Yeah.
term in behavior, dog behavior, where we say the dog becomes so helpless, they say कि तुम ना ही बोल रहे हो, मैं कुछ ही नहीं करूँगी.
Hmm.
Or I'll do the wrong thing only. So
Hmm.
somewhere she was stuck in that rut.
Hmm.
Because of that, I think it took me very little time to get her out of that.
Hmm.
All I needed to do was give her lots of agency to say, तुम्हें क्या करना है करो.
Hmm.
Be a naughty dog. I don't mind.
Hmm.
You show me a naughty side. And she had a very naughty side.
Hmm.
It was great to see that side. And it opened up my doors to do lots of work with children on the spectrum. Children.
Hmm.
मैंने therapy work उसी से शुरुआत की.
Okay.
She's given me recognition
Hmm.
in this department, not the other way around. And it was a privilege knowing her, really.
Mitali also said similar things for Eli.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
you think these are very...
Yeah.
We call them the last of their, what do you call it, era kind of
Yeah.
dogs. उसके बाद नहीं आ रहे हैं. I'm sorry to say, like they're very forgiving dogs
Yeah.
where you don't need to train them.
Hmm.
They just come trained from who knows where,
Hmm.
and you have to just place them in the right jobs.
Hmm.
I don't know whether that makes sense to you for
Yeah,
some
yeah.
dogs, like we used to call her Saint Kiss
Hmm.
because she was so much of a saint. Like
Yeah.
I can't take credit for training her. I can take credit for giving her a life probably,
Hmm.
but that's all I did. I just placed her in the right place.
Nice. So this is a breed I have seen first time.
Yeah.
Weimaranas. As in I've seen pictures, but as in real life में मैंने पहली बार देखा. And I must say it's a beautiful breed.
Thank you.
So tell me something about this breed. क्या and I know that this breed is a German breed.
Yeah.
How suitable is it for Indian climate? How do they adjust? What kind of breed is this? Yeah, so tell me something about this breed. Because what I realized, मैंने बहुत लोगों को देखा है, they get exotic breeds
Yeah.
and they know nothing about the breed. कि
Yeah.
उसको कैसा क्लाइमेट में रखना है, कैसा खाना चाहिए, कैसी ट्रेनिंग चाहिए, टेम्परामेंट कैसा है डॉग का. बट पीपल जस्ट गेट फैंसी ब्रीड्स विदाउट training themselves
Yeah.
on how to manage the dog. And I think this is again an exotic
Of
breed.
course it is. Yeah.
तो कैसे manage करना है इस breed के बारे में, if you can tell us something.
Zarur. Just as a blanket thing, no, I would say that the more exotic the breed, the more complicated their
Yeah.
maintenance.
Ah.
What kind of maintenance depends breed to breed. But for
Hmm.
example, these are what we call pointer dogs.
Pointer
जो
dogs.
paw point करते हैं
Ah.
या तो body point करते हैं towards
हाँ.
something. Weimaranas
Okay.
come in that category.
Okay.
So the good part about them is that they are family dogs.
Hmm.
They like people. They
Okay.
like children.
Okay.
But there is a disclaimer there.
Hmm.
They are all of this. Like it's my privilege to bring this to therapy work.
Mhm.
In India, but
Hmm.
it's only because I give them the kind of exercise. I'm not taking credit to be one very thing word, but the kind of exercise they need is insane.
Hmm.
So just to give you a short example, she does 1 5-kilometer walk with me in the morning
Oh.
and 2.5 kilometer walk with me in the evening, and beyond that we do lots of training.
Okay.
ये नहीं किया ना, she will
Hmm.
not be a happy dog. Forget anything else,
Okay.
she'll just not be a happy dog.
Okay.
So on average, they need out of the ordinary exercise. They
Okay.
can't deal with city things. They
Okay.
literally, they cannot. In capitals, they cannot.
Hmm.
So if you are bringing home a breed like them, even Dobermans,
Yeah.
if you see, these are ancestors of Dobermans.
Oh.
Dobermans were somewhere strained out of this breed. Or of course, उनको थोड़ा ज़्यादा ferocious दिखाया because they had a
Yeah,
different
yeah.
job than these.
Correct.
But you can imagine that energy.
Hmm.
अगर वो energy physically भी ठीक ठाक what do you say, expend nahi ki, and then mind also. And I'm with them, with this breed, if you're thinking enrichment exercises, you're thinking high level enrichment exercises.
Okay.
You're not thinking
कुछ
sitting.
examples?
जैसे कि हम normally, if I take a sniffing game, I will have to do it 6 times with this dog,
This dog. Okay.
maybe once with a Shih Tzu. That's the comparison.
Okay.
And maybe 4 times or 3 times with a lab. That would be they are even higher in energy than Labradors.
Okay.
One thing common to Labradors is they have that crazy gene where भूख लगी रहती है.
भूख लगी रहती
वो
है.
same to same है.
But she has such a lean body.
Metabolism is excellent.
Hmm.
And
Okay. Because
मतलब,
Labradors tend to put on weight
yeah,
if
yeah.
they eat a lot.
And it's really sad for them because they love
Yeah.
their food. But you
Like I know how much I control Whiskey
Whiskey,
for
yeah.
food because we give him measured portions of food.
इसको measured देंगे ऊपर से नहीं देते, but even if
हाँ.
you do for whatever reason, metabolism is super fast.
Okay.
That's how their bodies are.
Hmm.
They are definitely should be on the leaner side, not the heavier side. And climate wise, they are okay because as you see, they are short coated, तो उसमें issue नहीं आता है. But it doesn't mean you don't groom them. You still need to know what brush to use.
Okay.
You still need to know how much to bathe them. So you would not brush them as much as say a golden retriever. उससे a quarter होगा शायद, but करना तो पड़ेगा. Otherwise you'll see a lot of shedding in the house. The exercise needs are the top thing I would say.
Okay.
Without the exercise, some dogs become high strung, what we call like always stressed,
okay,
hyperactive. Ya to the others become aggressive because they have no other outlets.
Okay.
The basic thing maybe, now what do we do for her? We do lots of nature hikes. We do beach.
Okay.
We do garden. And I've trained her to be good with me off leash, where she comes back when called, where she won't bother people.
Okay.
Where हम लोग अपना कर लेंगे kind of thing. So which is why I can give her that much freedom.
Yeah.
So the first year of her life, I made sure that she has top notch come back to me.
Okay.
Cute. So, but if you don't have this, never think of this breed.
So, if anybody is adopting a dog or getting a dog home, पहले खुद को train करना चाहिए and learn about the breed.
Very much.
And before you decide on a breed.
बिल्कुल.
And train everybody in the house also about the breed.
Yeah, it's sounding too much, I know, but
no, I think, but that maybe initial education sounds too much, but उसके बाद life easy होगी for you and the dog both.
बिल्कुल.
As in, I'm trying to compare it with the child.
Yes.
Like how we prepare ourselves before I had my child, we prepared a lot of things.
I'm sure.
You know, life कैसे change होगी, क्या नहीं कर पाएंगे, क्या कर पाएंगे, how things in the house need to change, baby proof the house and those kind of things. So I think it's similar for when you're getting a dog also home.
Yes, absolutely right. And like I was telling you earlier, I really appreciate that today more people than not are reaching out to behaviorists to say that these are my limitations as a person. Which breed should I get?
Yeah.
Sometimes, literally, we will say get a cat because maybe that will suit your least amount of effort, and you want a companion, so get a cat maybe. Or then you say get an adult dog. Sometimes you say don't get a puppy. Okay. Maybe you're not, you don't have the time to invest in a puppy right now. And this gives, you know, what we literally do is list down what you want to do with your dog and list down what your lifestyle is. Yeah. And then we match the two. Just because you say, I want, say, a Cocker Spaniel. You know, a Cocker Spaniel is one of the top energy breeds. Okay. दिखते बहुत छोटे हैं वैसे, medium sized है. They're more hyperactive than Weimaraners. They could be more angry if we don't give them the right outlets. Okay. So we need to be extra careful with even smaller terriers, Jack Russell Terrier, even the Fox Terriers. All of these come under very high energy breeds. So pata nahi, beagles, internet. Have you ever tried this? Please try it today. Really fun.
Internet.
If on the internet, you know, on Google, for example, as a search engine, you just say which dog should I buy or which dog should I adopt. I live in a city. I want a short-coated dog. And I want a small dog. Beagle आता है.
The beagles are very hyper.
Not only hyper, they are not meant for apartments. Okay. They are really the last dog you would recommend for apartments. Okay. People that bring up beagles, hats off to them. Very good. Okay. Why? Because they were meant to do independent work. Achha. Because the reason we say breed is you go back to their ancestry. What was your job? If their job was supposed to be independently thinking, today we're telling them you listen to me. So it's so hard for them. And you will have to, in all honesty, invest 1 year of training. I'm not saying with a trainer, but you will have to be focused on 1.5 years of raising this dog to like human instructions. Okay. To sit in an apartment without destroying everything. And then say, oh, don't worry, we'll go out for sniffing walks and this and that, you know. These structured walks, unke liye kuch nahi hai. They don't like all of that.
Is training expensive? As in, why a lot of people still don't take training or go for it? So, ऐसा perception है क्या? I don't know. Sure. ऐसा perception है क्या कि no, it comes at a lot of cost, so maybe I can't afford it. Is it something like that?
It may just be. So, you know, just when we're educating our children, I feel हम लोग दो बार नहीं सोचते. You feel like it's necessity. Correct. And it is. Yes. Education के बिना कैसे होने वाला है? What kind of education, where, that's up to you. Similarly, for dogs, you can pick the kind of trainer you want. You
Hmm.
can pick the kind of training you want to do.
Hmm.
Obviously, what we're looking at is do reward-based training. Do
Yeah.
your research to know someone is not harming your dog.
Yeah.
Those are basics.
Yes.
But उसमें भी ranges आ सकते हैं, which I understand that it sounds very like, why am I investing this much in my dog? But on average, if you do 3 to 4 months or 6 months of training, it will be a cost, but it will take you through the next 14 years of their life.
Okay. There are few puppies. मेरी building के नीचे एक dog ने training puppies दिए, and there are 8 puppies, and we are all trying to get them adopted, and they've started. They're 40 days now, and they've started walking now. So one person called me from, I put this on social media, and one person called me from Cooper Clinic that I want to adopt सफेद वाला उसमें से एक जो dog है वो मुझे चाहिए. So and I'm seeing so many evil things which people are doing with dogs now. So I asked him couple of questions, you know, कि कौन है घर में, क्यों चाहिए dog, कौन उसको देखेगा, ये सब चीजें.
बिल्कुल.
So Indies are very different
Yeah.
because of the way they are brought up, the environment they are born in. So what are the different things, specific nature of an Indie, and if a person is thinking of adopting an Indie, what should they know and think about before getting an Indie home?
Yeah. सबसे पहले तो if we go to what Indies are, essentially they are a mixed breed. Indies meaning, let's assume that they come from the street, not from a pet dog house. Let's assume that, as you said, puppies दिए है doggy ने जो रास्ते पे थे, and for whatever reason they need to be adopted. If that's the case, anyway they are a mixed breed.
Yeah.
Mixed breed means predictability of exact characteristics कम हो जाता है.
Correct.
So somewhere in that mix, Indian Pariah dog, which is the original land race dog of India, कहीं ना कहीं कुछ तो होगा उसमें.
हाँ.
But उसके अलावा 5 भी breed हो सकते हैं उसमें.
हाँ.
2 भी हो सकते हैं, 1 भी हो सकता है. It could be any breed. Some Indies you will see look like terriers. Some Indie breeds they look like pointers.
Okay.
Where because हमारा human intervention नहीं हुआ है, right, in the reproduction. So it could be different kinds of situations that come into one. We are saying Indie as a breed per se, but bracket of that में कहीं भी हो सकता है.
हाँ.
So it is, one thing is we should respect them as a kind and to give them the kind of love they need and to give them the kind of importance they need. You can't just say that if it's a puppy under the building, it can go to any home.
Yeah. Okay.
That's somewhere where we, I guess, make the mistake. जैसे हम अब भी बात कर रहे थे to get a puppy home from whatever situation, be it an adoption or be it looking at talking to someone that has a dog already, like a breeder. In both also you're saying मैं test करूँगी dog को, I will check if the dog is meant for my house. So then if I'm bringing the same dog from the street, I should also check if that dog is meant for my lifestyle. As a breed, they have obviously some things that work for them. Obviously one of them would be to protect themselves, because how else will they survive on the streets? They might need to guard things. They might need to guard their food. They might need to be a little angry at strangers to make sure they are safe.
Yes.
So what works for them on the street so beautifully may not work if I take the same dog home.
Okay.
Because you know, घर पे आके भी if they show guarding behavior, मैं डर जाऊंगी. घर पे आने वाले strangers डर जाएंगे. So it'll keep going in circles like that. So I should be sure that I'm able to train that dog into fitting into my life, or is that dog really meant for a
house?
Or
maybe the dog wants to live on the street.
Freedom for them is such a big reward, as we call, you know, just like we were talking about Ruhi and how she loves food. For them, the reward becomes freedom.
So I should not try and get them adopted?
Not necessarily. If you think that they are not happy there, if you think they are injured, those are very different scenarios. I would completely understand if you need, like I said, if it's a genuine medical need, or if you think their life is at risk on the road there. Like maybe they get belting stones, kuch to karna padega, for example. That's when you really push and say, can I shift them somewhere else? If they have feeders who are doing their jobs well, they're looked after. What you should really do is make sure they're vaccinated, that they're neutered in time so that too many more don't happen and they don't spread disease. That we would do for our own dogs also. Same love for them. The medical needs are taken care of. If they're happy in their own lives, it looks like they're enjoying and they're figuring out the traffic, they're figuring out what to do. Support them instead of thinking in this direction. Does that make sense?
Yeah, maybe. Because I'm like, after everybody's life कोई है adoption के लिए.
बिल्कुल, which
हाँ.
is understandable, and I think for us, all of us, the thought would be, how do I help this dog to have care that's best for them, right?
Yeah.
Let's think of it in that
Yes.
department. We all love our indie dogs. You know, the strays are what make India what they are,
Correct.
what it is today. So we should respect that versus make it a problem, but give it the right kind of knowledge, support, and of course, where necessary, you get them adopted.
Okay.
Agar injury hai and you think there's not going to be chances of survival in the road, it's completely understandable. But there also you see which person is capable of taking care.
True.
Because ऐसे ही अगर place किया किसी भी घर में, you know that they're going to go back on the street. They might keep going from home to home.
Correct.
That is actually worse for the dog. Just think about their plight.
Right. What about multi-dog households? Like, for example, my home, I have 2 dogs, 2 very different breeds, male, female, size is very different, and their temperaments are also very different.
Yeah.
So how does training help, training is needed to get them along so that one, they live together peacefully, and also people in the house, if there is a small child, an elderly person, all of them are comfortable with different kinds of breed in the same house.
Bilkul. I want to ask you, do your dogs get along fine?
Yeah. So I think I will give that credit to Whiskey.
Yeah.
Because he never bothered Oreo ever. She's the one who always comes, sniffs him. I mean, when she was young, she used to pull his ears, and she has done a lot of those kind of things. And Whiskey doesn't do anything. So I think maybe difference in sizes. Ms. Mitali also mentioned that size and breed difference and male, female, all of that matters. So I think that worked organically for us.
Yes.
We never faced this problem. But I'm sure in houses where there are maybe same breeds or where dogs don't get along. So how do people manage that? Does training help in those situations?
Firstly, going back to what you said, it's a very good point that you mentioned, which is basically balance. One of your dogs was is also must be very sprightly, excitable, everything. And the other one, which is Whiskey, was extremely stable, was extremely calm, forgiving. So that in itself brought balance. If both the dogs are too close in personality, you'll have a lot of troubles.
Okay.
This is not 100%, but 90%. Like for most of the time, the formula, I think you've already spoke to Mitali, but just to repeat it, basically it has to be the opposite of each dog. Yani agar aapke paas already Whiskey hota, what thought you had to bring Oreo home, I don't know, but incidentally.
Both of them just came to me from somebody else.
Okay, both together-ish.
At different times. But
Correct. So then similarly, if you're picking the next dog, if somebody is picking the next dog, you should think, if my current dog is Whiskey, what should I do so that the next dog is not at all like Whiskey? And then you look at what gender is opposite, say anything in personality traits are opposite. If you don't do that, when the younger dog reaches their puberty stage, their teenage phase, झगड़े होने के बहुत chances है, आप लोग थकने के बहुत chances है, and then you'll say, I have to give up one of my dogs.
Okay.
And अगर झगड़े शुरू हुए, you probably already know this, but if fights happen, it's very difficult to fully reset that thought.
Okay.
You also have to genuinely look at, if this were a pack, who is the person that's more sensible in the pack and can sort of be what we call a leader, who can be the follower. If both are leaders, it won't work. If both are followers, probably they'll follow you, which also works. But if both are fighting for something as a resource or fighting for something as a position, you'll have very bad problems.
Okay.
So consulting someone is actually very important. Very, very important.
Okay.
And you know what we say is, if you get one dog, and then that is what it is in terms of effort. 2 dogs is 4 times the effort.
Okay.
4 times आप पकड़ लो, you know, resources 4 बार करने पड़ते हैं. Everything you have to 4x so that they will not feel the need to fight over something. Coexisting, some dogs are naturally more, what do you say, they are better within a pack, let's say better within more dogs around them. Some like that the attention is on them. So that also you have to see, is my dog okay to give that attention and share it with someone else also? नहीं है तो क्या ज़रूरत है?
Yeah.
And ज़रूरत नहीं तो you don't need to, you just stick to one dog then.
Okay. So what did Rory teach you which Kiss did not?
Oh, everything.
Okay.
So much.
Hmm.
She was what I was describing as Kiss, which was like a calm energy,
हाँ.
a very soft dog,
Hmm.
sorted in herself, didn't
Hmm.
have to be trained.
Hmm.
Rory was opposite.
Okay.